Okay. Henry V. The game, Henry V. The battle, Formigny. To start, we have English army here, a full row of longbowmen, and then we have basically 2 infantry formations. So these are men-at-arms. I'm starting here because the game turn does begin with the English longbow phase. So start looking at the longbowmen. I'll take a look quickly at the men-at-arms. So I guess what's important to start is that the longbows have a range of 3 hexes. So the French are all just out of range. Otherwise they have all of them have a strength of 3, combat strength of 3. Trying to think, I guess that's relevant. Well, yeah, I guess they do have close combat or melee capability. Wow, but they're still skirmisher units. Movement allowance of 4, which I think is pretty standard for either unarmored or lightly armored foot troops in... Well, no, the French crossbowmen have a movement allowance of 3, so never mind. But they have a movement allowance of 4, which doesn't look out of place for me. They have oh. I was about to say, well, these are different. What's different here? So they all have a morale of 7, which isn't bad. That's rolling that on a 10-sided die. But it got this one. There are 2. It says NR. I assume that's Norman. Well, no. Here's another Norman bow unit that has a morale of 7. Oh well, for whatever reason, the designer gave 2 of the Norman longbowmen a morale of 6. Oh, they're one-sided. So they're one-sided. That is significant. Very significant in game terms. Alright, so the men-at-arms here, combat strength of 5 or 4, 5, movement allowance of 3, morale of 7, 7, 7, 7, and let's see. Yeah, they have a backside. They have a backside, so okay. So French command phase. This is the first time I remember seeing. I cannot think of another game in this family that separates out the command phase. Yeah, command phase. Yeah. Don't know what else to say about that, but I think I'm gonna like this because it's the French command phase, movement phase, combat phase, and rally phase. Oh no, wait. Nope. That's the. Then it's the other player's rally phase. Okay. Oh, so they're. Oh, where's the victory check? I guess you go. Huh. I know there are yet again, there are different things in this version. There's formation demoralization, which sounds good. I'll talk about that later. But actual victory, victory conditions. Okay, so you have to go to the end of the scenario. Not a big fan of that. Talk about that another time. Not a fan at all of having to go to a preset. And the end of each scenario, yeah, I don't like that. Alright, so we can go in the full 10 turns and then we'll add up victory points. Not a fan of that. Yeah. All right. Oh, so and then it's a victory table where it's a difference between the total points. That's nothing unusual. I guess that's standard. Okay, let's pick up with the French command phase. Okay, so these French units come on in a few turns from this side between these two blank counters. So they're going to come in on the English left flank. So this formation has to wait it out. Here we have, yeah, I should know this. We have the crossbowmen, and they have a combat strength of 2, as opposed to the English 3, and a movement allowance of 3 as opposed to the English 4, and a morale of 6 as opposed to the English 7. So across the board, less capable. Now the crossbows have a range of 2 hexes. So the way you read this, crossbowman, distance in hexes. So for a crossbow unit at 1 hex, it's B column. Then you come down to the fire table. You basically have A, B, C, like, right? So high power, medium power, low power attack, so to speak. And then you get the ABC column, fire column from the range table. X is not allowed. Ranged fire not allowed at that range. But what's important is crossbow are good out 2 hexes. Otherwise, we have these mounted units, which are they also have not so hot morale of 6. Okay, they are. Oh, they're heavy cavalry. All right, so they're heavy cavalry, which means they have a non-charging side, and you flip them over. Oh, that's not right. There's supposed to be a picture, so maybe they're not heavy cavalry because there's supposed to be a picture of a charging horse. Oh. Okay, they're light cavalry. How do I tell that apart? This was really a bad idea. Okay, they don't have a shield. I'm just thinking about my own way to figure out. They don't have a shield. Okay, they don't have a shield, so they're light cavalry. So in this game, for mounted troops, there's light cavalry and heavy cavalry. Okay, and heavy cavalry do have a charging side. So yeah, these are all light cavalry. Okay, that would be good to know before I head off into combat. All right, so 4 units of light cavalry with a combat value or strength of 5. Then we have Clermont here, commander. I gave him. There are not commands set by scenario that I saw. Didn't find them, so I chose my own. I'm going to give Clermont a stand command to start off with, because he mostly, I think, wants to wait for the reinforcements to arrive. So he has 4 infantry units, morale of 7 and 8, 7 and 7, combat strength of 6 and 5, 6 and 6. Okay. And then Clermont himself has a little below average command rating of 4, command span little what do you want to call that? I guess, I don't know if there's an average, but a not too hot 4 and a +1 in combat modifier. All right, so I'm not going to change the order. Another thing I noticed is that I guess there's not an overall commander. I dealt with this not a long time ago. When I was playing these games, when I was trying to play these games several years ago, I do remember that. And I guess you just ignore all the rules for the overall commander. I mean, I guess the overall commander brings capabilities to the fight, but I don't think the overall commander is necessary in terms of the game mechanics. So I guess that's the thinking there. Okay, so French player movement phase. They're definitely going to move. Let's see. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. With the stand command, they can move 1. I'm going to go ahead and choose to move 1. Alright, I'm going to go to French player combat phase, fire combat sub phase, defensive fire. So we have the English longbowman, we have ammunition rules. Boy, I'm really trying to get going with this again. Is there a game that I can... I mean, I was enjoying my Royalists and Roundheads, and then I thought, hey, I'll try another game in this family, try another genre, another time period. I'm trying here. I'm trying. See, I don't know. Yeah, they'll open up, but I guess they don't have a choice. I guess they have to respond to the French crossbowmen, because the crossbowmen are just gonna keep coming on anyways. Even though the English side's bowmen are so much greater numbers. All right. I don't think there's anything unusual to range combat in this version of the game. So the longbow at range of 2 hexes is the B fire column. Are there any modifiers in this game? Interesting that there isn't. Why is there not the heavy cavalry modifier? I wonder. All right. Well, they'll just fire straight on their. No, I guess I have to do it. I guess. All right. So here, 2, 4. I need a 5 or better. There we go. 8. 8 is a 1 loss. Oh, this is going to be... This is going to be a slaughter. 5's a morale check. Oh, it fails. I think that's a morale check too. Oh, I guess I should. Well, no, because he has to pass his morale check in order. That's horrible. That is horrible. That's just horrible. Yeah, I do need to mark the arrows. What are we looking at? I miss something? That's just horrible. This is just, that is ridiculous. But alright. So sheath arrows I think are used at range 1. Range 2 or 3 we're using regular arrows. Oh, they do only have, now they're still gonna wipe out those crossbowmen. Maybe it's not the idea to advance the crossbowmen up front first.